guy.
That's me. And I haven't muted it yet, so it's going to sound weird for just a second. Oh, it is muted. Excellent. Okay. That's amazing. It says Jen Walt.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you not have do we not have non-video participants?
Maybe I don't.
You look like Ben Swalt.
Jen Walt. Jen Walt. Yada.
No, I've got high. Oh, you know what? I bet you guys were the first ones on tonight, weren't you?
You were. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Do we need to do something?
No, but I'm going to try to find an image to, right?
God, pick an image that doesn't pander to the audience.
You see what you did there? That was about as clever as it gets.
That's about as
Good night, everybody.
They didn't even get. That's not what I want. Got this stupid search thing. I don't want the App Store. I want my computer. Thank you very much. Duh. Hi, everybody. I'm going to whine. Man, I'm getting the weirdest choices here.
Proving that white wine doesn't go with everything.
It doesn't go with red meat.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
White wine doesn't go with red meat.
I was at a wine tasting today where they said it's really up to you.
Yeah, I'm sure they said you could wear white shoes after Labor Day, too.
They did.
It's up to you. Like we
Oh,
have.
wine.
It's up to me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what to drink.
Whitney Wine. He's a cop, hard as nails, been on the force 17 years. And then there's Brett Meese, new partner, a loose candidate, not be tamed. Watch. Red Wolf. Right. They just don't get along.
Is someone rearranging their cabinets while poor Walt is trying to be funny? What the hell's going on with the Walt?
Yeah, some sort of audio weirdness is right.
I was trying. I'd be more upset if I was succeeding and there was noise, but I was just trying.
I actually like to listen to Walt in the background while I'm working. It makes me more productive.
Yeah. There. How's that? How's that, gang?
That's festive.
Yeah, man.
It's like
Festive as heck.
Mardi
Festive
Gras.
as all heck.
Halloween.
So now in the chat, I'm the only person watching right now. But that'll change because all of our thousands and thousands of fans from all over the world will be joining us soon.
First of all, it's you and the NSA.
Well, yeah, but they don't.
You know what? We pay good tax money to the NSA, and yet they refuse to back up our files.
I know, right? What the heck? Their servers are holding it all anyway. Why
That's
can't
right.
Hey, how about that, NSA? What do you say? Now that Biden's in, could you be a little more user-friendly?
Jeez Louise.
And if I have to, speaking of government, if I have to figure out my taxes and I submit them and they know they're wrong, they know what my taxes are, so why don't they just send me a damn bill and so no one goes to jail?
Am I right? Yeah. And speaking of Andy Rooney, how come he's dead?
I don't understand it.
Pandering.
Did you ever notice?
Jen and Walt seem to have a little echo. Should we check that out?
somebody listening to YouTube?
No, it was too soon for YouTube.
Who's snapping?
I was doing my impersonation of the 60 Minutes stopwatch.
That was very good.
Okay, seriously, let's all go quiet except for Jen and Walt and make sure that their sound is okay.
Could there be weirdness because we were first for that too? Because it's
You know something.
Okay, so
Walt?
I am afraid to change any sound settings once the show has started because the last time I did this, I was the only voice that could be heard for the remainder of the show, pretty much.
That would sound like heaven to me.
And actually, a small planet in a solar system far away just disappeared at the same time. So it is pretty dangerous for you to do that.
Yeah. Do we still have the echo?
No, but you're also breaking up a little bit, and you weren't doing that before the show. It's very frustrating.
What the heck?
Come on, Zoom.
and stuff tonight. The sound is really weird.
Do you have any ideas of what we should set this year?
Well, I mean, do you think maybe we should set it up to medium press background tonight? Let's see.
I
don't
was
know.
born in a log cabin.
With all the planets we have, do you think we'd miss one if it went?
We missed the.
It would be very bad. It would be very bad. So I just like exported this slide. I moved it on my computer to a different place, and I saw that on YouTube. That was amazing.
I don't think there's anything more fascinating than listening to us check the audio and watch us.
We got to do this.
After a long week of work, tethered to a computer.
I have an idea for a new improv show format.
Yeah.
Called Audio Check.
Yes. Yes.
We've already done many episodes.
It's called Tech.
It's
Okay.
called Yugoslavian Audio Guy. You know, I have a
We're,
Yugoslavian audio guy. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Oh. Hey, let me talk to our 8,000 viewers for just a moment. Tonight we're going to be trying something new. And that actually 2 new things. We're going to play Stump the Musician. And that, so I'm asking in advance for some musical genres or styles, like, for example, riverboat minstrel show band,
Careful.
or you know, slow big band kind of thing, you know, different things. So I'm going to put that in the chat right now. We're also, you are hereby forewarned that we are going to play Stump the Geek, which is the game where you come up with some weird television or entertainment or anything you want, trivia question, and somebody from Mopco is going to tell you what the right answer is. So that will be fun. I swear to you it will. Really it will. It's going to be fun. And we're 3 minutes away, less than 3 minutes away from the big shoot, the Mopco house party that starts at 8 p.m. So I would love it if you put some suggestions in there for Stump the Musician and Stump the Geek. Geek in this sense meaning person who has knowledge. General trivia, show business, all that stuff. Yeah, did I do that okay, guys? Is that what we intended?
Sure.
Yeah, and in a different time and place, Stump the Geek could be something very different.
Well, that's why I felt the need to clarify, because I didn't want to really be so awfully
I'm not
politically-
sure that Stump the Geek isn't right up there with minstrel show as a genre that you just mentioned. Under things I think we should veer wildly away from.
Well,
Hold on. There was a definite musical style,
Uh-huh.
right, to that sort of show.
It was
So
called Ragtime.
no, it was not. It was pre-ragtime.
So what you're saying, Peter, is we should say stump the intellectually curious?
what I'm saying, y'all, you come around here, you big city slickers.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, okay.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
What we have.
I've got it. I got it. Stump the intellectually curious, and I'm going to say musical genre, soundtrack to oppressors, waterborne music boat. How's that? Oppressors,
You
waterborne.
think you can
music
be all? You think you can just be all postmodernist and change the labels as if you're changing the thing, but
You don't, right?
You can just not talk about it. You can just leave it in the past.
the
But
thing
wait a
is the
minute.
thing.
You know, if you don't acknowledge that minstrel
Oh.
shows existed, aren't you really limiting us as a culture?
Do we have to do it now in our show, though?
Hey, Chrisana.
That's the thing.
Yes, Peter.
Yeah. Don't you remember the delicious musical boats they would have at Friendly's? I miss that. You know, you'd get one sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. You'd have one at the end of your meal.
I don't think we had a Friendlies in Missouri. I don't know what Friendlies is.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
So-
New England. It's a New England. It's a New England
that's
chain.
right.
Yeah.
But we could take you to Friendly's now, Chrisana.
Right now?
I mean, after COVID.
They exist anymore?
After
Yeah.
COVID. Okay.
Some of them.
I'll put that on my list of after COVID things.
Yeah.
some around
But
here.
it should be high on the list.
Oh my gosh! You know what time it is? It's time for the Mopco house party. Hey Maria, you want to help me get finished setting up here? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Need any help getting ready for the party?
Yeah, well, yeah. Could you put the chips out, maybe? I got
Yeah.
the drinks and everything over here. So,
I'm
so
on it.
I
I'm on
would
snacks.
really love. It would totally mess up the show, but someday I really want to debate with you, like the mention of styles of entertainment that are oppressive, perhaps as part of our history. That's a valid subject to talk about, isn't it?
It's just if you're seeing a lot of, if you're sensing that a lot of people are uncomfortable with the concept, maybe you want to not, maybe you just say, hey, let's put a pin in that for now. 2 minutes before the show.
I've always see this.
I
is
know.
so good for me. You are so good for me because what I do is I sense that discomfort and I go yeah,
I know. And you're like, "Grr."
yeah,
I know.
Yeah, which is wrong. It's wrong of me.
I mean, it's a way of being.
It is.
And is that wrong? Can that really be wrong?
Oh golly, you are just so accepting. It's really amazing. Like if I hung out with you for long, I would just reach, hey, Mark Merritt.
Hey everybody. Hey Michael, that
Yeah.
background graphic you've got really makes me want to talk about oppressive art genres.
It evokes
Man.
oppression.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way. I think it's the way to go. I do.
When in doubt, talk about oppressive art genres.
What other oppressive art genres are there?
Brutalist architecture,
Is that art? I would ask.
arguably.
What,
Art-
Mark? What does that mean? Brutalist.
Like really imposing building shapes, a lot of big, blocky.
Big
Hi.
concrete blocks with not
Concrete
much.
blocks.
You see,
Like
brutalism.
Sydney
And by the
Albany.
way, I got this lithograph by oppressing a mouse. brutalist architecture is basically from the French term béton brut, which is just raw mold. MOLD is in the mold of a concrete pouring. So it really began originally to refer to concrete architecture that had the details of how it was constructed. And it's come to represent a form of mid-century architecture that's elaborate in its form, but not necessarily stylistically pleasing.
Hey, is this the NPR show?
Yeah,
man. Darn. Here we are.
this is actually the perfect opening to Stump the Geek on some level.
I was just going to say, if only someone had asked, what's the origin of the term brutalism?
So I would just like to tell Kathy Moon that's a perfect musical suggestion for later in the show. Keep coming up with different ones like that. Hey,
Did
Jennifer!
someone say moon?
And they just left.
No.
Peter, you
Maybe
turned
they
them
forgot
off with
something
your-
that they were going to bring.
Oh, maybe Moon reminded them of something.
Oh, hi, Chrisana. Chrisana's here. The party can start. Okay, that's
Really?
absolutely awesome.
You guys.
Hey, they came back.
I was upset. I had a fancy dessert, but an oppressive name, and I found out its history. Did you know creme brulee was named after a kind of broken down version of the word brawl? So it basically means a dairy-based fight, and I did not know that. And the way they punched me in the face.
Interesting,
And
because when I
Walt,
took French, brulee just meant burnt.
Well, actually, there's a
I
metaphor.
thought that was one of those little French hats, a little French
Hold on.
brulee.
Hold on. I want to hear what Maria was saying. She was
I know.
explaining.
This is brutal. You guys are being brutal to me.
Brutalist.
I wanted to say that the creme brulee has a metaphor built into it, and that's when you crack the shell the first time. That in itself represents violence and
Oh,
brutality.
yeah.
And deliciousness.
Sometimes brutality is delicious.
Also, it is forged in fire. So, there's that.
This is great. Yeah. I basically, if I have too much dairy for any reason, it's kind of like violent, fortunate fire, if you know what I mean, if you get my drift.
Having shared a
I hope
car
I
with you,
can.
I know what you mean.
Now that's a party.
Well, and Jen, you disappear and you come back and you disappear. Is that comment or technical?
I go where she tells me to go because I want to keep things smooth and easy.
Let's start the party.
Smooth as an uncracked creme brulee.
So,
Let's get ready to creme brulee. Ding, ding.
Hey, hey.
so if you're just
Might be
joining
an
us, folks,
anagram.
we're looking for a specific kind of suggestions tonight. One would be questions for Stump the Intellectually Curious, and that would be that could be trivia of any kind. You can get this off Wikipedia, do anything you want. It could be show business trivia. It could be ingredients of Walt's soda. It could be little known facts about brutalist architecture. It could be adventures on the Mississippi River with or without Mark Twain, also known as Samuel Langhorne Clemens.
Mark Merritt.
Mark Merritt on the Mississippi would be
Mark
fun too.
Merritt on Mississippi would be awesome. Yes. The other one is musical styles or genres, like, for example, early 20th century jazz or metal, heavy metal, right?
Ah,
Yeah, ska.
Or the songs of lamenting pandemics from times past.
Ooh.
Or just something
Wait
Canadian.
a minute. Are you suggesting Mark Merritt regales us with songs of the 14th century? Am I getting this right?
or 1918.
Or
Well,
1918, yeah.
See,
How
now
about the
that I've
first
said it, I don't have
impeachment
to
when
do
I
it.
still had a job?
I thought you meant a little plague medley or something like that.
Anything Irish.
That's what I meant.
Anything Irish.
That's what I meant, a plague medley.
Oh, we drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. Then we fight and fight and fight and fight and fight.
That's not okay.
Conan O'Brien wrote it.
I'm Irish and I'm
really
not violent
did.
sober.
It didn't say what you drink.
They kicked me out of the family, but you know,
They,
Are you referring to the mafia?
The Irish Mafia?
yeah, the Irish mafia.
ooh, you don't want to go there.
No.
Boston.
County Cork? No,
It would be brutal.
don't go to County Cork. They've got brutalist architecture there.
County Cork.
Does County Cork have? No, it doesn't.
No, I was making that up.
Or Hills.
Okay. Sorry. Like,
My folks come from County Kildare anyway, so you know, what do I know?
Ooh, Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah, Dr. Kildare.
Thornbirds.
Yeah, that's right.
The
Kathy, that kind of thing is
Thornbirds.
awesome, and we're going to also add some
I made Maria smile.
They treated me like a pariah. Kiss me like you mean it.
Why is she one of those?
Barbara Stanwyck and Thornbirds.
All right, guys. We're going to do various things tonight, but I'm really eager for something intellectually curious. Are you guys ready for the first
Yes.
question?
Go ahead.
Peter,
Bring it on.
Peter, use your words. You can't just show us your can of puffs and expect us to understand what the point is.
Oh, it's your cat.
Yeah, just don't show us your can.
What is that? A can of nuts?
We don't want to see your. We don't want to see your nut can.
No, show us your can't. Show us your don't.
Do you know I'm a conservatory trained actor? Have I mentioned that?
You're a conservatory trained actor, yet I'm the people's choice because I show them my ass. So what does that tell you about me and smart, Michael?
Let's
Mark
try to
can tell you when I was young, I used to really study. I used to test real well, and then I got dumb.
Yup. Okay, first question. Stump the intellectually curious. Any member of Mopco can raise their hands and do their best to answer this. Are you guys ready? Nod if you're ready. Make an appropriate, yes, Mark, keep going with the appropriately stress-inducing chords. That's good. And the first question is, I hope I'm pronouncing this correct. Thylacines. Thylacines. Extinct? Question mark. Thylacines. Extinct. Walter, I saw your hand.
Thylacine, or the Tasmanian tiger, was thought to be extinct, but thylacine, like plasticine, can be reanimated in clay, and there is a claymation variant of the species now available on old Super 8 movie film.
Okay, there's one answer. Maria.
Thylacine is actually a catalyst for the production of the thyroid hormones. So there is no extinct or non-extinct. It's something that your body makes.
Okay, and Peter.
Thylacines aren't extinct, but they're increasingly rare because the judge won't let me show you my thylus.
And I am going to do this. Mark, I'm taking your sound away. You know the drill. Yes, you do. In terms of the correct answer, do you see what I see?
Whoa.
Do you see what I see? Wow. How about that? They are not extinct. There are photos of the thylacine. There's still maybe one or two around, Walt. Is that it?
Actually, I don't think there's any evidence they still exist except in claymation, to be honest.
Oh, actually, okay. You know what? Yep. Thank you for correcting me there, because in fact, one of these headlines, the Tasmanian tiger footage, not of a thylacine, but a pedimelon.
Of course. Anyone can see that just from the picture there.
Those are great in the summertime, patamelons.
Yeah, I love
Good on
a
a fruit
good
salad.
ripe watermelon is definitely it. So,
Yeah,
Walt,
until the manager of the produce section catches you at it.
That was a Victorian age derogatory term. We would call someone like I cursed you for a patermelon, you knave.
I would just like it to be known that Walt just won $1,000, and that's going to be paid by Maria and Peter, who gave.
Here. Walt,
Whoa!
all I've got is this $10,000 bill. Do you have change?
I'll just
Actually, like so many people during the pandemic, Peter has had some employment difficulties, so I think Maria is probably going to graciously.
Are you printing your own money again, Peter?
I'll leave it right there. I'm just going to leave it right there.
I'll go get my checkbook.
Thank you, Maria.
You're
Peter
welcome.
showed us his moneymaker. You know where it comes.
Wait, a checkbook.
Do we have another question?
You know
Yes,
what that is?
I have another question. I have another question. Are you ready?
Is that it?
Mopco, are you sure?
I was ready about 7 trips ago. Go ahead.
Yes, Walt.
I'm ready. The answer is I'm ready.
No, that's not the question. That is a question. You're right. That is a question. It is not the question. The question is, what is the most common allergy?
Peanut.
You did not raise your hand.
Oh.
Yes, Chrisana.
Peanut.
Thank you. All right. What does Maria think?
Tree pollen.
Tree pollen. And do we have, and John?
Cheese.
Cheese. And according to the Google, oh ho ho, here we are. Do you see what I see?
No.
Grass.
I'm a person with allergies.
Grass and tree pollen.
Finally.
But you know what?
Finally.
But here's the
That's
thing,
on
though.
That's on a list of. It's
Yeah,
not
it's the
necessarily.
more common allergen. So I'm going to have to dig.
Look
a little
below.
deeper.
People also ask.
What the hell was that?
Oh,
Many things can trigger allergies. The most common
I'm
are
allergic to search results.
I'm
pollen,
allergic to a 10-point font on a tiny friggin' monitor.
pollen, dust mites, mold, animal dander, insect stings, latex in certain food and medications. And I am allergic to people making me feel bad about my font size. Okay, so
It's not the size of the font that counts.
what I have to say, I guess, is that actually we can't really determine the most common allergy, but that all our contestants were right up there.
I'm ripping the checkup.
What?
I think I won. I'm ripping the checkup.
Hers was listed first on both lists.
Yeah.
Well, there is that.
You
Chrisana,
know what I think the most common allergy is? Michael has an allergy to Maria winning.
Ooh.
I am totally and completely with that. I think it's great that Maria won. I do.
I'm willing to concede, Maria.
All right.
Thank you,
Excellent.
Chrisana.
Unless it cost me money, in which case then I think that it's we can't really decide at this
it's
point.
just yeah. And I was just behaving pro forma. I just had to be.
Here. Maria?
Thank you, Peter.
All right. I think we're going to return to the stump.
Our regularly scheduled program.
Yes, but it seems like there's a little bit of an argumentative air in the room, doesn't it?
What's that?
Yes, there is, Walt. Yes, there is.
I
Yes.
disagree.
Well, I say there is. Peter, go ahead. Show us both cards.
I can't.
No?
No.
All right. Let's get this out of the way early. Let's get it out of the way early. On the count of three. One, two,
First
three.
card, John. 1, 2, 3.
Uncanny. Uncanny. How do they do it? It's
By the
amazing.
way, if you read the message you sent me, the other card was supposed to be this that you wrote down, dude. You wrote that down.
So, let me remind our viewers, you can still give us suggestions of styles of music for a little bit later, and trivia for Stump the Intellectually Curious. We're going to return to these things during the course of the show, but for now, I am granting law degrees, Juris Doctors, to all of our cast, and we're going to play a quick round of objection, and I'm going to just determine the topic for this round, and that will be legal pads, yellow, paper, or not. Yes, Walter.
Yellow legal pads are a sign of cowardice. Yellow is a cowardly color, and you go into a courtroom with a yellow legal pad, you are going to lose. They're going to smell fear.
Mark Merritt.
Objection. How could it possibly be cowardly to have a yellow legal pad that is so visible from a distance?
Sustained, definitely.
You carry the yellow legal pad, and everyone sees you from
Maria.
dozens and dozens of feet around.
Objection, the highlighter doesn't show up on the yellow legal pad.
Sustained. What do you do about that, Maria?
I don't know how to emphasize anything if I'm writing on a yellow legal pad. I mean,
Peter Galakis.
Objection. Listening to the lawyers bicker is the highlight of the trial.
No, overruled. That's about a verbal thing. This is about legal pads.
Oh yeah, thank you.
so if I can't highlight, then I have to just underline a lot, and sometimes the paper rips if I'm
Mark
underlining
Merritt.
a lot.
Objection. Highlighters come in many colors.
Sustained.
Yellow is the archetypal highlighter, but many different brands of pen create highlighters in many different colors and many different shades of many colors, many of which visible.
Objection. Nobody uses paper or markers anymore.
Sustained.
I mean, this is like a ridiculous argument because everybody's using their Kindle, their iPad. I mean, there you can.
Jen?
Objection. I'm going to text you my objection. Hang on.
Overruled. Overruled.
So you could have a yellow background on your iPad if you want.
Peter.
Mark my words. This is a trend.
Sustained. Where are we going?
This is something that only the young kids will do, and one day they'll regret it.
Walter?
I object. There are only young kids. There are no old kids. That's redundant.
Sustained.
Old kids are adults. What the hell? And if you're an adult, you can do what you want. You can have a yellow legal pad hat.
Objection. Adults can't do what they want. That's why they land up in court, you yucks.
Overruled. Chrisana.
Objection. Adults can't do what they want. That's why we all want to be kids.
A subtly different but important difference. Sustained.
So, of course, there's no such thing as an adult that can do whatever they want. I mean, if you want to lose your freedom, all you have to do is grow up and have rules.
Maria.
Have a job.
I would like to be a child again, but I would still like to live on my own.
Sustained.
I want to be little, and I want to have a TV and a full fridge and an apartment.
Objection.
And I don't want anyone to tell me what to do.
I'd like to be like really teeny weeny little so I could like walk under stuff.
Sustained.
It would be really neat to like walk under stuff, like under the couch, or like crawl through a keyhole.
Paul?
I object. Spiders. You haven't thought this through.
Sustained.
Spiders, man. They eat everything smaller than they are. And then cats who are bigger than them eat them.
And Chrisana.
Objection. Spiders will eat things that are bigger too.
Sustained. And 30 seconds, gang.
Spiders are by far the
Peter.
Objection. Spider. I hardly know her.
Overruled. Jennifer.
Objection. Australia is a scary place.
Sustained.
I've seen the size of not just spiders, but everything there. Everything in Australia wants to eat you.
Well,
I object because this knife wasn't that big compared to a sword.
sustained. What the heck? We have 10 seconds.
Dundee, he thought
Peter.
Objection. Michael's a big, big poopy head with poopy in his head. That's poop.
Peter wins.
Thank you.
argue with that.
That's always your closing argument.
No!
Oh, man.
We can't. Objection. We can't wander from the point of objection. What kind of game would that be?
Well done, boys. Really well done. I think it's time. I really do. I think it's time. I think it's time that we got out of this whole isolation thing, and we're all going nuts. But beyond that, I think it's time to play Stump the Musician, don't you guys? Now, we have a few excellent suggestions from people watching. There are 72,432 people at this moment watching. And that's pretty darn impressive, if you ask me. But wait a minute. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I have to interrupt this. This is not where I was going to go, folks. But I have to interrupt this for a very important moment in the Panda Cam.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yep. The panda is napping. We
Is that
repeat.
it?
If you don't hit play, it always
the
You have to
play
hit,
head is now.
you have to hit the play button, yeah.
I was trying to hit play,
Okay.
but it wasn't responding. Oh,
Oh, what happened? It's a witch panda. Where did it go?
look
Michael
there.
killed
There.
the panda.
You see the panda?
There. Oh, wait, up top.
Is that the baby panda?
Yeah. The mama panda just like,
It is the mama panda grooming the baby.
Looks like a set from the original Star Trek series. It's like they've beamed down to a planet. Look.
It looks like
Jim, I think is that an alien or a panda?
And we won't give it to him.
Okay.
Sorry, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a veterinarian.
All right. I say everybody but John and Peter, let's kill our video. And John and Peter are going to do the scene that's happening right in front of the panda display right as we speak.
So I think a red wine would be the best.
I don't care. I just want to get behind this rock and get away from these creepy people who are watching us.
Oh, I just love bamboo. Don't you love bamboo? Oh, I love bamboo.
Sure, red wine. Why not? This is the reason I
Goes best with bamboo.
These creepers. Here, stick your head up. See if they're still looking at us.
And so the pandas are together, and we will watch their every move in mating. Take note.
And we're going back to the regularly scheduled Mopco House Party show. Thank you very much, panda lovers and pandas and panda lovers.
Panda lovers.
Panda lovers.
That's just fun to say.
Did you know a panda lover when you see one?
They're a panda lover because they wind up in court with a yellow legal pad in front of them.
Objection! Objection! Oh, we're not playing that anymore?
As I was saying, it is in fact, now I have some suggestions that the gang was making before this show, and that's absolutely delightful. And Mark, we're going to give you just a few minutes, a few moments to build just a theme of your choice, simple theme, and then we're going to throw some stylistic suggestions your way.
Oh, I have to change the.
Oh, you have to change the setting. And
Silent movie. Okay.
Let me remind the rest of our players to kill your mics so that Mark's sound is better.
Can we turn off our cameras too?
Sure, why not? Let's do this up. I'm going to turn off my camera, but not my mic, because I'll be throwing you the suggestions, Mark. All right, here we go. The simple theme. 80s, 1980s horror synth rock. And let's switch it over to television advertising jingles. And sort of glide into ska for us, Mark. Ska. Yeah. Yeah?
Ska, not reggae.
Yeah,
Different.
man. It's different. You got to do ska. I love ska. Yeah, yeah. And I think there's a great build from there, Mark. I think there's a great build from there into gospel. Yeah. And I'm going to say contemporary or close to contemporary, Philip Glass inspired, deconstructionist, classical stuff. And that leads us right into Bach. Bach. And could you finish it out with the sea shanty version of that theme? Mark S. Merritt, improv musician extraordinaire, folks. Oh man, thank you so much, Mark. That was absolutely delightful.
My pleasure.
You know, I really I miss having that keyboard right there on off the stage right there, and having you supply that magic. But we'll get back there. There's no question about it.
Yes, indeed.
And at this point, since Walt is whispering sweet nothings into Jen's ear, there we go. I would like to whisper a sweet nothing of a trivia suggestion for Stump the Intellectually Curious. Are you guys ready? All right. I had one. Where'd it go?
We're all still ready.
Here it is. Here it is. Now, this is, I just want to say to Kathy Moon that you asked a very interesting question. I think we have to qualify it a little bit. The question that Kathy asked was longest running play, ? And I just need to say that there's more than one possible answer here based on where. But I'm going to do the Google thing for just longest running play. Peter?
Well, it's generally seen that the longest running play is a play by Agatha Christie called The Mousetrap.
Right.
It's so long running that almost every prop in it has been replaced because it's worn out.
Okay.
That's on the West End of London.
Now, okay, you just said that West End. That's absolutely true. Can you possibly, for extra credit, Peter, name the West End Theater?
You know what? I thought it was the St. James, but I'm not sure.
Oh, you're so close. You are so close. It is the St. Martin's Theater.
Yeah.
And supposedly they were planning on reopening in October of 2020. I don't know if that ended up happening or not. I remember seeing something about that. But there are other opinions on this question. Who else had their hand up? Yeah, Walter.
The longest running play that I know of is actually called Laundry List, and it is a list of it's continually updated, and they still use a transom, as our Rick Treadwell would know, to continually print out lists of dry cleaning establishments and what the pickup times and drop-off times are going to be, and they just read it off and they emote to it. And
so likewise, Walt, for extra credit, what theater, anybody in the cast actually, what theater is Laundry List performed in for a very long time?
it's actually not a theater anymore. It was the St. But now
you got broken up there by another noise. What? Say it again.
it was originally the St. Croix Theater, but now it's a combination Radio Shack, Baskin Robbins.
So I'm not sure that everybody agrees with that. Mark, what do you think?
You were very right to question the nature of the question, because the question did not ask what is the longest running professional theatrical presentation of a play.
Oh, it's interesting.
In fact, in Wichita, Kansas, there's a community theater that became so entranced with the Eugene O'Neill play The Naked Ape not long after it came out that there's a production that started in the 30s, and they just committed to continually recasting it, and it's still playing. And so it's been like 90 years. It's like, and no one goes because, you know, it's a tiny theater, and it's the Wichita
I understand
Community Theater Guild, and no one cares about it, and it's not very good, but it is the longest playing.
Once in a while, the custodian stops by and takes a break from mopping to just see if it's still running properly.
Mark is also in charge of the marketing and advertising at that play, so thank you for...
Well, you know, the Mousetrap has been running since 1952, so I'd say that's clearly much longer. Yes. Any other ideas from our cast about this?
Now, if you,
I'm going in order, Kristan. I saw Walt's hand first, and then you.
Just real quick, I actually want to redact what I had said. Shakespeare said all the world is a stage, and I would say that the planet Earth and everything on it is the longest running play.
All the world's a stage, and we are but player. Yes. Okay, Krisana?
Oh, I was just going to go back to the Mousetrap, and when Peter was saying that every prop has been replaced, is it still the same play?
Yeah, the text of the play is still the same.
So, okay, now hold on, because that's a valid point. They say that, you know, you replace every cell in your body every 7 years, right? You've all heard that. But then they also say brain cells don't grow back, and then they also say, like, you know, other stuff. So first of all, I don't know if I'm the same guy I was when I was 14. And secondly, do I now have a brain? I don't know.
Probably not.
It's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
The you-ness of you and the playness of the play are emergent properties that transcend the individual elements that may be replaced.
You-ness and playness?
I don't like this.
Eunice and playness are characters in the upcoming.
What about this P?
No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Jen.
I'm going to say the thing that feels like the longest running play is this segment of the show right now.
Yeah, moving right along. Thank you for that, Jen.
It's all perspective, yes.
Yes. That was just absolutely true. I think we should just, because you're right, the show is middle-aged at this point. The show is like, you know, we've passed the halfway mark of the show. And we saw a tiny tidbit there of a little improv at the, oh, you know what? Well, I think it's really important that you guys know that I am checking regularly the Panda Caves. They're still up there in the least photogenic position. Okay.
Is there a koala cam anywhere?
No. You're going to make me look that up. Okay. I want to see a scene between Peter and Maria, and anybody can come in during the scene. And the suggestion for the scene is Canada. And while you do that scene, I'm going to look up the koala cam. And scene in.
Feels like, you know, Canada for our 25th anniversary. We could do better. More exciting.
Well, my parents eloped to Montreal in 1967, and it was a lovely time. I thought it'd be romantic to close the circle. But no,
guess-
just tell me where you want to go. We'll go there. We'll go. We'll go anywhere you want.
You don't sound very excited about it.
That doesn't mean I won't end up going wherever you want to go.
I just don't want to like go to Montreal and think about your parents' wedding night on our anniversary.
They didn't have a wedding. They eloped.
Okay, their elopement night, moon.
They eloped and then they drove a camper across the.
I think we should go somewhere that requires us to fly. London. Paris.
There's a London.
Yes, I know, in Ontario. London, England.
All right, Jan, I'll do it, but I'm gonna have to be heavily sedated before I get on the plane.
I understand, and I want to help you have a comfortable trip and get over your fear.
All right, let's see that scene.
Okay.
No, we're going to have to hold on that. We're going to have to hold on that because this is very, very important, folks. The koala cam. I swear to you, when I said the word koala cam, the damn thing disappeared. He was dead center.
Now he's just dead.
Now he's just rattling the tree invisibly. This is my life. This is how it goes for me. There was such a great koala shot. He's actually center, but you wouldn't know it.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am so frustrated. Do you see all the movement there? Do you see that moving?
You know, koala is an animal, not a tree.
Did you see him right there? Did you?
I'm sorry, Michael. I lined up the koala shot and I took it.
Are we going to go back to our scene then? If there's no koala,
okay. Look at the right. Look at the right-hand side, about 2/3 of the way up. There's one of them.
Just winged him.
Okay, never mind. Fine, I don't care.
Michael, go back to our scene
and Mark resume glissando. They both left.
Is the guy with the camera still here?
Missing voice.
Damn it! Now they're back invisible. I'm not going to show you.
Who's this guy talking to us? I can't hear him.
Okay, go show us the koalas. Come on, Mike. Come on. Let's see.
Yeah, let's.
John, can you pretend to be a koala so that we can get on with the show, please?
Oh wait! It's crawling away.
Now do you see him? Now do you see him?
Kinda.
Michael, you know, koala is not a tree; it's an animal.
Isn't that a nice koala, everybody?
Oh, beautiful.
I saw koala.
Oh.
Watch it, Michael. You've got a drop bear on your.
That was, yeah. Pardon me, Maria. Come on.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Hey, I got your pizza.
I'm being disturbed in my natural habitat.
Yeah. There's no
right. Yeah.
There's no way you're getting back to that scene.
Sure.
Oh, home in native land.
With a pizza.
I'd like to hear Maria and Pete just rattle off a total of 13 little-known facts about Canada as quickly as you can, taking turns. On your mark, get set, go.
Michael J. Fox is from Canada.
The Canadian Parliament is made exclusively of cheese.
It's hard to order food in Montreal if you don't speak French.
Everyone in Canada has a persistent itch.
I once got lost in Toronto.
They all walk on their hands because their feet are socialized.
It's really funny when you have a family of a lot of immigrants who were born everywhere, all over the world, and they all try to cross the border at Niagara Falls on the same day. True story.
Every deli in Montreal is operated exclusively by nuclear power.
I feel silly when I say croissant.
Canada is French for evil.
I always try to make jokes with the border guards, but then I get scared.
Canadians are polite, but they'll cut a bitch.
Last time I was coming back from Canada, the woman at customs asked me and my partner how we knew each other.
Weird, and that's 13. Well,
Bonus point, Canada still won't let us in.
you know, that is something that bums me out.
Real good. That was real nice, eh? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
I think we're going to continue in that vein. And Walt and Jen, since you share the one mic and the one computer, you can go very, very quickly. Are you ready?
Yes.
Walt and Jen are going to regale us with 13 facts about conjunctivitis. 13 facts about pink eye. Mark,
Okay.
get set, go.
Schoolhouse Rock conjunctivitis song was the least popular one.
The first conjunctivitis was Plato.
Conjunctivitis is also the least popular dance craze of 1972.
Conjunctivitis is my Hebrew name.
Is what? Is what?
My Hebrew name.
Conjunctivitis in Scrabble is worth so many points, don't even bother playing anymore.
Conjunctivitis is delicious with red or white wine.
Conjunctivitis in Canada goes really great with dark beer.
Oh, you don't want to get conjunctivitis in Canada. It's a nasty thing.
Koalas will spread conjunctivitis like mofos. Don't ever butterfly kiss one.
Australia genetically engineered conjunctivitis to unleash it on the rest of the world.
Speaking of leashes, your dog can give conjunctivitis to other dogs.
My dog gave conjunctivitis to Walt.
I kept the conjunctivitis. I named it. It's named Larry. I love it, and I hope to have it for a long time.
And that is 13. Well done, Walt and Jen. Absolutely. This is hot, man. Incredible. Did you guys know there's another Walton pen over your shoulder? Don't
Those are the body doubles for heavy lifting and such.
I see. Come back, Cast. Come back. Come back, Cast.
Like a mofo.
Here.
Like a mofo.
Are we still thinking about playing Pictionary?
Yeah, and I never get there. I always threaten it, but I never, ever get there. Okay, so from the 5,000, we've dropped some. There's only, yeah, sure, there's a koala. I know, I just checked back
Come
in.
on, let's see the koala. Come on.
That was a comment from Kat Compet herself saying, sure, there's a koala. Thanks, honey. Thanks, darling.
Support.
Yeah.
Here, everybody, let's do our koala impersonation.
There is one. It's gone. Oh.
Ringtail lemur. I was in the wrong enclosure.
Yeah, it's really
And
bad.
that koala was named Harvey.
You know, I was at a zoo once and there was a red panda enclosure and this kid was just tantruming because he expected the big giant pandas and it was red pandas instead. And he was just, and his dad is like, it's okay, son. It is a kind of panda. Let me pull you. Let's walk down here and I'll explain it to you.
No need to be disappointed. These pandas believe in the collective ownership of the means of production.
Yes, the red pandas. That's right.
I got upset this time.
Commie pandas.
Supersized my fries, and I thought, how can it be supersized if I can still lift it?
Everybody, Panda!
I can't beat him. I'll join him.
It's our company's word.
Company safe word.
Okay, in keeping with the absolute disaster that this show has become, Mark, would you be willing to give us just say 45 seconds with as many songs with Moon in the title as you can possibly think of? Is that possible?
Mark, Panda.
Mark, okay, kill your mics, Mop and Buck Company. Kill your microphones. Let's see what Mark comes up with.
Well, I would like to also suggest. Wait, it might be fun. Also, like you can suggest them, and if I know it, I'll play it and include it in the medley.
Okay. So Mopco folks, type them into the chat.
Mopco folks, so it's in real.
Yeah. So it's in real time. Type them into the chat, and I will. But in general, Mark, this is the. So you're going to begin, Mark, with Moon River.
Yes, I am.
Of course you are. And you're going to segue into Blue Moon. By the light of the silvery moon. And Moon over Miami. I don't know it either. How about Paper Moon? It's a marvelous night for a moon dance, Mark. Yeah. Oh, amazing. I am not going to grant you Moons Over My Hammy, Peter. No, I'm not. Now, I think that's actually tremendous. And finally, Moonlight Serenade. I don't know it either. Yes, I do. Yeah.
That was Moonlight Sonata, not Moonlight Serenade. Moonlight Serenade is. Hang on, Moonlight Serenade is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, something like that.
Could you just finish it off? With That's Amore, which, throw you a curveball there because it's not in the title. Oh, one more after that. And we're going to go over to Credence Clearwater Revival for a little Bad Moon Rising. Fly me to the moon, Mark. Fly me to the moon. Fly me to the moon, baby. Yeah, that's where my lounge singer comes in. Let's give it up for Mark Merritt, an absolutely incredible human being, and one heck of a fine musician. Oh.
So I have to learn Moon Over Miami.
Yeah, I don't know it.
That was the one that stumped me.
Is it a real song?
Huh?
No, it's something from a Pancake House, isn't it?
No, that's Moons Over my hammy.
Oh, okay.
Miami, yeah, but no.
Moonlight in Vermont.
Miami is.
That might have been my favorite part of the show tonight, though. That was nice, Mark.
That was amazing. Really.
Oddly enough, when it came up, the first two songs that came to mind, the first was Moon River, and the second one that came to my mind is one none of you said because it's a pretty obscure song, but George Harrison wrote a sort of a sequel song to Here Come the Sun called Here Comes the Moon.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Could we hear 32 bars of Here Comes the Moon?
I could probably just pull off the chorus.
Yeah, okay. I mean, nobody would know the difference.
No, if it wasn't the song, you can play anything.
like that is basically that, and then it just repeats. He goes, "Here comes the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon," and then the guitar goes, and that just repeats.
Sorry,
and that's
how
the
does that
chorus.
guitar go?
Panda.
Mark, do you know New Moon on Monday by Duran Duran?
Oh, good call. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a good
yeah,
song,
yeah.
right?
Was it Chad and Jeremy who did?
The entire show.
Like I know it, but I don't know it. You know?
Yeah.
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 Everyone's Gone to the Moon by Chad and Jeremy.
Which one?
Everyone's gone to the moon.
What was the name of it?
Chocolate. You know that one?
What was it called?
Everyone's Gone to the Moon.
No, don't know that one.
No. I would like to suggest just
Pictionary.
Peter, honey, I was about to say that.
I read your mind.
I was about to say that. So, folks out there in all the 7 continents who are watching the show, we want to play some Pictionary. I would love to get a phrase that we could that I could propose to our players on Pictionary, and let's have the first drawers. Who are going to be the first 2 drawers? Maria, you're raising your hand to draw. Yes, yes, you were.
Oh, I wasn't, but okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
you were. How about Maria and Chrisana are going to draw, and is that good? And Walt and Jen can guess for this first round of Pictionary. Fair enough. All right. So I'm going to say it again. You know there is a little lag on YouTube. So if we could just get a phrase or something for a little Pictionary here.
Can I ask a logistical question?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Are we both drawing at the same time, or are there 2 teams of a drawer and a guesser?
We purposely don't determine that.
Okay.
Maybe you're drawing both at once, or maybe you're taking turns. It's
Maybe we're
guess
all
we'll
on the
see.
same team, Maria.
Oh, sorry.
what
You're
I'm
right.
saying is
I'm sorry.
See what she did there. Amazing. So yeah, I'd say you're on the same team, and Jen and Walt, you're trying to guess. And I do have the phrase. What's going to happen is I'm going to send it in chat to Maria, and then as quickly as I can, I'm going to send it to Chrisana so you both know. Oh, I guess I'm actually sending it to Chrisana first because she showed up in chat first. There we are. I got to make sure it's just Chrisana. Good. And now to Maria, I'm going to send the same thing. And I will share the whiteboard now. Oh, we got to erase that. This is where we were doing a little tech earlier on. There.
Oh, a panda or a koala?
Goalpost, tennis, volleyball. It's a line.
Cross the line.
It's an arrow. It's a distance. It's a divider. It's a...
Two Robin Hoods dueling.
across the right line. A border. Is it a border?
It's dead. The hobo I took the money from.
Okay, so this guy...
No dead guys.
This guy is going to that guy over a line.
Yes. Crossing over to the other side. There's
What's that happening there?
I don't know. Oh, there. It's 2 men carrying a hairy log.
If you know what I mean.
Time.
Okay, time.
Timeline.
Oh, is he growing up?
Deadline. It's a deadline.
A deadline. Okay.
Deadline.
Oh, deadline. I get it. Deadline.
No deadline. No deadline.
Death? Is it death?
Missing the deadline.
If we guess a word, you can write it.
Missing the deadline.
I guess we did.
30,
boy, and the deadline. Deadline.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Growing up? Are they getting older? Yes? Yes, they're getting old. The person's getting older. He's growing up. He's
Life and Death. Cradle to Grave.
Adults becoming an adult.
Frank and Beans. Biscuits and Gravy. What?
Oh, look at that! You got Life.
Oh, midlife crisis.
Whoa! Just under.
Oh, let me tell you.
Under the 30-second mark. You got it.
Being poor.
On live TV.
I got got white rims on my mom's car because I'm poor and
Frank and Beans. Mofo.
You know, and I think that this hour has flown by. It is very fitting that some of our wonderful suggestions came from Kathy Moon, who got us on that whole moon thing there. And Kathy, Roger, we didn't get to Wild Irish Rose. I feel bad about that.
that's my stripper name.
But it was Walt's stripper name, so that's a good thing. And
Was or still is.
You know, I might take these gams out of retirement.
I myself, I need to lose the quarantine 15 before I start pole dancing in public again.
It might be a good way to lose weight.
Yeah. You know, I could no more do anything like that than, I mean, I would lose weight. I would lose a lot of weight. Like, I would fall down a lot, you know?
I threw my back out putting away groceries yesterday, so.
Oh, man, that's awful. Yeah. I was wearing flannel in bed, and I couldn't turn over the other night. It was like,
Oh,
God.
you know, like, I really need to work out. This is just. So
We are returning to the pudding of which we are made.
It's a circle of life.
A game called Sleep Paralysis or Flannel.
Or koala.
yeah, that's right.
Everybody, let's reenact that sleep paralysis moment.
No, I don't think so.
Hello, Bean, damn you!
So cozy and so paralyzed.
So cozy and frustrated.
And you know what? I just have one thing to say to all you guys. You know, you really kind of made fun of me there, you know? And so I don't have to put up with it. I can handle back.
Apparently, neither does the koala.
The koala cam is, and there are no koalas.
I think there's a koala. I think it's up in the top.
Yes, we have no koalas. We have no koalas today.
At 7
See, what would have been funny, Michael, is if you said, I have the koala cam, and you turned on that cam of Times Square you had earlier. There are just as many koalas in one as there seem to be in the other.
I think Michael keeps
Same amount of koalas in the panda cam, too.
I hate to ask because I'm scared of the answer. But hey, Mark, what did you learn tonight?
I learned, what was that thing that the extinct thing? Hysaline?
The thylacine.
Thylacine. I learned what a thylacine is. That's what I learned tonight.
All right. So did I. That was awesome. What else, Peter? What did you learn tonight?
I learned that thematically, any comedy show can come back from discrimination and extinction.
Awesome. Beautiful. Chris Sana, how about you? What did you learn this evening?
I learned that the card trick between Peter and John is not a trick, that they just text each other.
Oh, no.
What?
sort of a.
No.
I don't believe it.
It can't be true.
That is the
I
trick.
thought there was like,
That
I
is
thought you were
frustrating.
That's the trick.
That's crushing my spirit, Sana. Look, they just did it. It's magic.
I just wanted to, I think it's worth distinguishing. You learned that it's not magic.
Right.
That
I learned it's not magic. I learned that it is.
It's still a trick.
It's still a trick.
No, I think it is.
Sometimes a very poorly executed. Hey, Maria.
I blame Zoom.
It's Zoom.
I learned that conjunctivitis is Jen's Hebrew name.
Why didn't you bring that up at the Purim show the other night?
I was trying to find.
Yeah. Hey, John, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I love the way that Walt says mofo.
Mofo.
That's a new spray for men.
Mofo.
Toxic masculinity in a spray.
Mofo.
Who am I leaving out? Am I leaving anybody out?
I didn't share, but
Walt, what did you learn?
I learned that the thylacine, the koala, the panda, and a working show order don't exist.
That's absolutely true.
They're all extinct.
So tomorrow night, folks, we're going to do I think 2x2x2. And hey, coming up on March 6th, right here, live.mopco.org. It's Mopco Group Night. We're bringing out a lot of friends from Say Yes to Distress, and it's Tuesday, and No Name Yet, and Pilates for Infidels, and who knows who else might drop by. We're never sure ourselves. Peter might bring the Joker right along. You can never tell. So mark the calendars, March 6th. And hey, did we sell out of Chewy's masterclass, Jen? We did. It's sold out. Too bad. You snooze, you lose. And I got your message. I didn't respond because I don't know how to do that. So.
And what does our card trick have in common with this show and Saddam Hussein? They've all been poorly executed.
Koala.
That guy from the Green Mile.
I don't even know. I can't even get us back on track. Hey, everybody, thanks so much. We love you. It's tremendous.
Hey, Jen's trying to say something.
Bye.